Only starshine lights my way to bed. Magic rainbows glisten in my head. Just like a child, I live in Wonderland.
Hi!
All
Sorry
my
I haven't
dreams
dropped
are
in for a
coming
couple of weeks. It's been a bit of a battle trying to record videos with being at work and basically not being at home when there's any daylight. But I just got a spare half an hour today, so I thought I'd drop in and record a quick video to tell you about a really special make that I did back in November. I've made jeans.
All my dreams are coming, all my dreams are humming, all my dreams are coming true.
Can't actually believe that I've managed to make a pair of jeans, but I have. Here they are in all their glory. Like so many other people, I thought that I would never be a good enough sewer to make jeans. But what I will say, if you're thinking the same, absolutely go for it, because they're not really that difficult. There's just lots and lots of steps to follow, but difficulty wise, they really aren't that difficult at all. So definitely give it a go. The pattern that I used, like so many other people who make jeans for the first time, is the Closet Case Patterns Ginger Jeans. And I actually went ahead and brought both the pattern and the online workshop that Heather has created. And the workshop was absolutely fantastic, definitely worth the investment. It was about £55, I think, when it converted into sterling. And what I weighed up, I did weigh up whether I was going to get the workshop or not. But I normally buy Levi jeans, which cost about £90 or so, and even they don't fit perfect. So what I thought is, by the time I've paid for the workshop and the materials and things to make one pair of jeans, it's paid for itself. So then any other jeans that I make following on from that are a good return on my investment. So that's what I did, and I'm so pleased I did, because they are the most perfect fitting, comfortable jeans that I've ever worn. What I will do is add a few photos floating in and out during this video, so you can see what they look like on. Fabric wise, it is a stretch denim, because they are a skinny jean, and I purchased my fabric from Ditto Fabrics, which you can buy online. I did try my local fabric shops, and because to be honest, I would have liked to have had a feel of denim before I bought it, but none of my local stores really stock a wide variety, so I did need to order online. But the quality of it is actually great, and I've worn these jeans loads of times since I've made them, and they've been washed several times too, and they've not lost any of their shape, or they've not gone baggy or anything like that. So I think it's a real good quality. Alterations wise, in the workshop, Heather walks through step by step how to measure correctly for jeans, which is really important. How to make a kind of a draft pair, a toil if you like, or really you make them but you're basting them together, and then how to check for the fit and how to make the alterations. And what I would say is doing the basting stages is absolutely necessary if you want a great fitting pair of jeans. I didn't need to make that many alterations, it was just a little bit loose in the crotch area, so all I had to do simply on that is just sew the curve a little bit curvier on the crotch area, so as it brought in the gaping fabric, and that really was the only adjustment I had to make. Other than that, it was the length. Now I am really short at 5'3" with a short inner leg measurement, and I do also like to wear my jeans at an ankle grazer length. So I actually cut 7 inches off the length of the leg in the pattern, which I was thinking, have I measured this up wrong? Because that seems like a huge amount. But when I finish them, they are the perfect length for what I like. Some people might think they are a bit short, but that's how I like to wear my jeans. top stitching, I did use proper top stitch thread. I think you really need to if you want a decent looking pair of jeans, because that just gives it that authentic jean look. However, my machine, which is a Genome 9000, did struggle with back stitching. Using the top stitch thread, it would just jam up inside. So just a little tip that I did find online is, rather than doing back stitch, if you just change the stitch length down to the smallest it can be on the last couple of stitches where you would normally back stitch, and do a couple of stitches, and then use a hand sewing needle to put the fabric on the inside of the jeans and then snip it off. That's absolutely fine. You can do that instead of back stitching, so it saves your machine from jamming up. What I also found, even though I did that basting stage, when I'd finished the jeans at the end, I did find that I've maybe got a sway back, because it was a little bit of a gape in the back of the waistband. And to be honest, I do find that whenever I buy shop bought jeans, I always get that, and I have to wear a belt to keep them up. So I must have a sway back. So all I did is sewed little darts in the back of the waistband. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see there, but it kind of squares off the waistband, and now that fits in the dip of my back, so it fits really well. Looks a little bit scruffy on the inside, but I'm not bothered about that. And then what I will do for when I make the jeans again, I'll make that same adjustment onto the waistband pattern piece, so I won't need to do the darts. In that case, it will be cut into the waistband. I did make a mistake on these, and I will own up to it, and I'll show you. They come with an option for great pockets, which kind of are sewn all the way around the front of the jeans, so it kind of holds. It's a bit like a support underwear type thing, so it does hold you in, but it makes the jeans really comfortable. But what I must have done is sewed the front and back pockets together, so what I ended up with is two totally different size pockets. And I actually didn't even notice that until the very end when I was taking the photos for the blog post. That was the point in which I noticed that I'd done that wrong. But hey, you know, sometimes you have to live with these things. What I also found is, even though I kind of pinned and checked the back pockets before I sewed them, they were ever so slightly out, where one pocket was slightly higher than the other, but because I'd already kind of done the top stitching, there was no way I was going to unpick that. So all I did to kind of even it up a little bit is the little rivets that I put in on the pockets. I just put one of the rivets in a slightly different place to try and balance it out that way. And I notice it when I'm wearing it, but I'm pretty sure unless somebody's really staring at my bum, they aren't going to notice. But what I will definitely do next time I make them is hand baste the pockets in place before I actually sew them with the sewing machine, because I think what happens is, because it's stretched denim, as you're sewing, it stretches slightly and it just moved one of them out of place. And so that was pretty much it. I really enjoyed making these jeans, and it felt such an accomplishment to get them finished. And so many people have commented as well when I've been wearing them of how good they look and where did I get them from. So definitely don't put off making a pair of jeans if you've been thinking about it like I put it off for a good couple of years or so. Just give it a go. I would recommend the workshop if you've got the funds to be able to purchase that. It is definitely an investment, but I know a lot of people have still been successful making the jeans just by following the pattern, or there's an online ebook as well that Heather's created that you can follow, but I found the videos a huge help. So I hope you like my jeans. There is a blog post where it tells you a little bit more of the step-by-step process that I followed to make them. So if you click on the link in my profile, you'll get to my blog, and then just scroll back a few blog posts, because as I say, it was back in November when I made them, and you can have a good read of it there. Let me know if you've made any jeans and what patterns you have used. What I'm planning on doing next is the Closet Case Morgan jeans, which aren't stretch jeans, they're your boyfriend fit. And I want to get some real good quality denim from Merchant and Mills to make those. So yeah, absolutely, I'm going to give that a go. You get 50% off with the patterns if you have purchased the online workshop. That's of any of the jean patterns. So yeah, let me know if you've made any jeans, how you got on with them, any tips that you've got that you can share, and if you've not yet made them, but after watching this video you're going to give it a go, I'd love to know about that and keep me up to date with your progress. Okay, thanks for stopping by, and I will see you soon. Bye!
All my dreams are coming true. Heavy shackles used to hold me down. Now my feet don't even reach the ground. Just like a prisoner when his sentence